Is that right? All right, Mr. Bassart, where is your client?
My client has not been served yet, so we're only here asking that this be dismissed, as this is now the second time it's been on the calendar.
Well, I don't really care if it's the second time it's been on the calendar. What I'm a little bit more concerned about is the fact that it expires tomorrow. So that's the bigger issue for me. Where is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find Miss Scott on the screen. Okay.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Miss Scott, Mr. Asarifi has not been served. Obviously, that has to happen so that he is on notice and able to prepare to be here in court today. This does expire tomorrow. If you are still in concern of your safety, you are of course free to refile, but we are at the end of the ability to reset it because it's expiring. So that's basically where we're at. This particular motion for permanent order will be dismissed because of lack of service, but if you feel like you need to apply for a new temporary protective order, you can do so at your convenience. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I do have a question. I hired a individual process server, and most recently we were in the parking lot in front of the Lenox Mall police station where you ordered us to do the exchange. And the process server was there to serve him, but he drove in circles doing donuts around her. And she wrote a letter that I sent in PDF form stating that he saw her and took pictures of her, that he heard her say that he's being served, but he was just driving in donuts. He would not stop his car.
And if this were a ex parte protective order hearing, that would allow me an opportunity to extend it and to consider that for an extension beyond the typical 30 days required for a hearing. However, because we're here for a basically an expiration of a 12-month order, that doesn't give me lenience on this case. However, it would be of interest to the judge considering any other cases. And I would, of course, express concern for the fact that perhaps he's been receiving counsel to do that. So I don't know, as far as today's, that doesn't really do anything for today. It just might want to be able to note that in your next application. Versus Jonathan
I will
Ray
do that. Thank
Williams.
you.
This is a respondent motion for modification, and there has not been service perfected on the petitioner. And this one is through January. Okay. Jonathan Williams is present. All right. So we have some time as well on this one. I know you're requesting a modification. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this to August 23rd at 9 a.m. to allow the sheriffs to continue to attempt process service on the petitioner. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Can I please ask you one question?
You can ask. I'm not sure if I can answer it for you, but you can ask.
Well, that's fine. The order is a little confusing. I'm only here today because my order is allowing me around my kid's school, but it says I'm not allowed around any subsequent school. I'm just asking you, was that a typo by the courts? Because it's just very confusing. I don't know if I'm allowed around the kid's school or not, and I really don't want to violate the order.
Oh, that is fair. I appreciate you seeking clarification. So let me look. All right. So per my order, you have visitation every other weekend, and there is a meeting place where it looks like it's appropriate. Okay.
That's not.
I will address this at the motion hearing. I want both parties here. There is a reason for this particular wording, and I really can't go into it without the other party here. So let's reset it. Once she is served, we can have a discussion between both of you and the court. Okay?
That's fine, ma'am. But you did just read that wrong. I don't have the kids every other weekend. I have the kids 1 week on, 1 week off. I'm actually the primary parent, and she's actually wanted out of Clayton County and Cobb County. So she's basically on the run. So I might not get her served. She has the kids. She's on the run. She didn't show up in court for interference of custody. They did a bond.
Oh, wait, let me make sure that I'm looking at the right one then. Hold on.
All right.
Because that may be something different. That sounds very different than what I'm looking at. Hold on. Oh, I know why. Because our calendar online doesn't correspond with our paper calendar. Hold on. Oh, you have a Clayton County Superior Court order. Okay. So this was actually filed by Judge Edgerton. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I'm not going to be able to address the contents of this order because it's not my order. And without the other party here to be able to respond, I can't do that. So it looks like you have a Clayton County Superior Court order. It states that modification or visitation of custody should go through that court, and that will dictate the terms of custody and visitation with minor children. And you're saying that she has an outstanding warrant through Clayton County?
She was on bond for interference with custody. I had custody. She never brought the kids back. While on bond, she stole a car out of Cobb County. So she's wanted in Cobb for theft of services and theft by conversion. So that's a violation of her bond, picking up new charges. Clayton County had a bond revocation court date on 7/19 and she didn't show. The only reason she doesn't have another count of interference of custody right now is because Nia's place is full, ma'am. Basically, they're just totally full for the summer. So as soon as the summer is over and Nia's place can put us back on the schedule, she's not going to bring them. She's on the run. So then she'll have another count of interference with custody.
But you have them right now?
No, I haven't seen my kids since January 8th.
Have you filed a contempt in Clayton County Superior Court?
I did, yes, ma'am. The last court we had was February 15th, but every time we do that, ma'am, she just promises to act right and she just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, she's on the run. I won't get another count of interference of custody until Nia's place puts us back on the schedule, because that order kind of overrides the regular custody battle order because y'all want us to meet at Nia's place. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Ms. Goodman, do we have a Wednesday that Judge Edgerton is sitting?
Let me check the calendar. I realize I've been talking this entire time and I've been muted. So I don't see a Wednesday for Judge Edgerton. But we could do a Tuesday for Judge Edgerton.
All right. I think we need to put this, I think it would be best for him to have it. Which Tuesday is he on?
Okay, let me see.
It's just a bit of an unusual circumstance.
Okay, so August 15th is the next Tuesday that Judge Edgerton would be doing these hearings.
Okay. So what I'm going to do then, Mr. Williams, is I'm going to put this on, you said August 17th?
August 15th, I'm sorry.
August 15th. Look how quickly my memory lost it. August 15th. We're going to put you at 10 a.m. so that you don't have to sit through the general calendar, but it's August 15th at 10 a.m. Okay. And Judge Edgerton will be there on that day. So if you'll wait for just a moment, I'm going to have you speak with Mr. Burke so that any updated information is relayed. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Once
Children as protected parties.
Yes. All right. And I do see you, Ms. Smith. Rose Smith is not present and has not been served.
She keeps dodging. The sheriff went by there twice. Her son, they told me her son and her daughter-in-law said they would tell her when she gets home. She knows, Your Honor, she's just dodging.
Yeah,
She's
well,
she was just arrested at my mother-in-law's house for aggravated assault on June the 12th, where my kids are, for aggravated assault. She stabbed my mother-in-law in the leg, and she was arrested for aggravated assault on June the 12th, Your Honor. And
is she in jail still?
she's out now. She's out. She's out of jail, Your Honor. She don't care. She just want to do what she want to do. So she knows she has to be here. She just not gonna come.
Which children are you stating aren't on here?
Smith, my two children by my husband, that they're at my mother-in-law's house 5 days a week, Your Honor, because I have
But
to
they're
do work
already
at-
listed on the protected party form that I have.
Oh, I didn't know that because I was told that they weren't. So that's why we were trying
I
to
mean,
add.
I'm looking, Ms. Goodman, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm looking at the protected party form from March 10th, and I see them both on it. Ms. Goodman? I just want to make sure this hasn't been amended or changed before I tell you otherwise.
Yeah, the Women's Center, we didn't see them on the line. They were telling me to look at the order. I just see my name on the line. So they helped me file this one to put the kids on.
I can look, Judge, one moment.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because I'm looking at the protected parties form from when she filed initially. Now, that may have been changed. That's why I'm just trying to look through it, because we don't allow adults on protected party forms, but minors usually are where it's been changed.
I don't either. Let's see.
Can you just send her a copy of her protected order, her protected party form?
I looked at the line where my name was, but I didn't see their names.
So maybe there's a different one out there. That's what I'm wondering.
That's why the Women's Center helped me file this, because they was telling me that I need to just get the kids on there too.
Yeah.
I just sent you a chat. If you don't mind, you can send me an email. And this is position 11, right?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Burt?
Yeah,
We're talking to Miss Smith about she had filed a modification to add her children as protected parties. And the protected party form that we have in the court's record includes her children, but she says that and perhaps there's a different one that everybody else is looking at. So the respondent has not been served, and I was hoping that it would be as simple as just getting her a copy of the.
trying to see who might have the original forms, because those aren't available on Odyssey.
So the original form is the one that's.
This one looks like it was filed on March
2nd.
Well, I got it right here, protected parties, identification information. It just have my name.
The protected parties
Is yours from March 20th, ma'am?
This is, let me look at the date. March. The second day, wait. On the, what they say is the second day of March.
Yeah. So that's what we have as well. So what I'm going to ask is that.
Yeah, it's just at the bottom it say protected parties identification information, and it just have my name on here.
Yeah, I see the same thing. I'm looking at the one filed on the 30th, the consent order.
30th.
And it does only have her.
I'm sorry about that. I just lost internet.
No, it's okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, there was one filed with that. Okay. Well, that's weird because. Okay. Well, let's reset it. I don't see this being a big issue, but the other party does need to be notified because it was consent order. So I'm going to reset this. Ms. Goodman, August 23rd.
That's fine.
Okay. August 23rd at 9 a.m.
She's gonna keep dodging. Her kid, she lived there.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's a civil case. It's not a criminal, so they have to be served. Okay. So August 23rd at 9 a.m. and I will send out a new court notice. Okay. And if you will speak to Mr. Where did Asher go?
Want to go speak to the other parties.
Okay. Let me just ask you to wait with us and speak to Mr. Burke before you leave, and then you're excused. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you.